guys, welcome back to Exposed. And if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. I thought I'd do one of the videos hanging out on my watch later playlist of videos that people wanted me to do from back in the day. And this one, where's the writing gone? Is YouTuber houses, how can they afford them? Does he even have a job? Why so big and elaborate? Shall we jump in?
Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and today is Saturday, and I had this video so much on my mind. I was thinking about it this morning when I was watching...
Sorry. Right, now we'll jump in.
Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and today is Saturday, and I had this video so much on my mind. I was thinking about it this morning when I was watching House of Valentina, and I wrote that down. I think that's her name. Yeah, House of Valentina on YouTube. She did a video on how to make your home look like these just beautiful masterpiece homes, you know, like the molding, the light, having a plant in your room. And so I'm going to add her link below because I think that she is she's a professional interior decorator, and I follow her on Instagram too. Her aesthetic is not like everyone else's.
Maybe you should have listened to a few of her fucking ideas when you were doing your new home then, huh? For those of you that don't know, this is her in her old home, where I think she says, oh, I'm happy here, I don't want a house. But this was when we knew that she was no longer happy there, and she did want a big house.
And she really just teaches you different things. I found her when I was looking up white paint, the differences in different white paints. Okay. Remember in my video, I mentioned how I wanted to just talk to you guys about my feelings on the Instagram home, the YouTube home, and all these beautiful homes, and you know, just how modern they are and everything, and how that can make us feel. And
that's how it makes you feel. Stop dragging us into it.
I just want to talk to you about that. This is the first thing. I had a lot of people, I think, kind of misunderstand me, so I want to go ahead and get this straight right out of the way. They work hard. These YouTubers that have these big houses and these huge channels, and they do videos like 3 times a week. Some of them do vlogs every day a week. People like, I'm trying to think, like Desi. She's worked hard and she has a great following. So therefore, she makes good money. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think in today's society,
I'm just so jealous that I'm not Desi. Who's Desi? I don't know who Desi is. I don't care either. Is talking of doing vlogs every day, is Judy and Benji still doing vlogs every day? They used to get pulled apart in the Guru Gossiper back in the day. They said that they only liked one of the twins and all the rest of it. I need to look in. The twins are probably married by now, aren't they? I haven't watched them in so long.
Something has happened where if you make good money, people resent it. Or I don't know, I don't know the thinking, because I'm just not that way. I'm not a competitor.
Oh no, I'm not competitive. I'm not worried about money, but I'm going to brag about my $195 lipstick. See, this proves she lies all the fucking time. And when are her fucking subscribers going to wake up and see it? She was saying all this back then, and then 2 minutes later she was out house hunting.
Competitive person. I'm not a jealous person. When I see someone who has a lot, I never for 1 minute think they don't deserve it. I don't think, I don't think about bashing them or tearing them down. I think, wow, what can I do? Or what did they do to get it? Not even the money aspect of it, but aspects of high achievers. So I admire that so
Yeah.
much. And so I am in no way taking that away from anyone. I admire it. I love it. So they work hard. One of my favorite channels to watch, and I just discovered them probably when I was looking at houses, is Julia and Hunter. And a lot of times when I thought of these, I had them in mind because they're young, they work hard, they have a great big beautiful house that I love, and they are the quintessential YouTube, couple that vlogs and kind of a lifestyle channel. Now when I think of Instagram, I did not even know there was a Like to Know It home Instagram until probably...
Shows how much you actually take in, doesn't it? You're getting kickbacks from Like to Know It and you didn't even know they had their own Instagram page.
Maybe a month ago or maybe 6 weeks ago. And so I go on that a lot. Now on that one, I think it's a little different. That one, I don't know if they're trying to keep their page, like their Instagram page, looking the same, but it just seems like if you don't have all white, which I like, but I'm just saying, if you don't have all white with the, what's so popular right now, the boho or farmhouse vibe, then you're not going to be on that page. And that is because that is a shopping site. That is for inspiration. And all those pictures, if you go on Like to Know It home, you can purchase things that you see. So it makes sense. It makes sense for them to only do things that you can purchase and things that are popular right now. Because,
in other words, she had a face on because they haven't put any of her photos on their site, basically. Why do I sound so quiet? Hello, hello, hello. Might turn that up a bit so I can... I don't know why. I think... Oh, ignore me.
I'm like that too. If I see something, I think that ooh la la picture that I got, I saw on Like to Know It home and I liked it. Okay, that brings me to another subject, is the husbands or the boyfriends. A lot of times you'll see that the husbands or the boyfriends don't work. They do. They do work. Doing YouTube takes a lot of work. It takes so much time. Not only does it take time to get ready for a video, you can't imagine. And I don't even do what most people do. It takes so much time to get ready for a video.
No, it doesn't. Because most people that use lights and whatever have a setup. Especially if they're a young couple in a big house. They have a room. The lights are already set up. The camera's set up. They know where to stand or to sit. They know what's going on. They just go in, they click everything on, and then they start. It doesn't take hours to do a video. It takes as long as it takes you to sit down and talk and then cut out bits of it that you didn't like. That's it. It's not fucking rocket science. Oh, it's so hard being a YouTuber.
It took time to think and plan out the video. It took time to shop for the video. It takes time to do the video. It takes time to load it. It takes time to edit it. There's John out there with the blower. He's working on stuff on the porch. That's going to go into something else I'm going to talk about in a minute. They have to take pictures. They have to edit it. Then, if you'll notice, most of the big YouTubers right now...
She's pissed. How dare he be doing something and making a noise while I'm in here recording? And the thing is, the noise doesn't make that much difference. It's like you lot say about my fan. Didn't bother me at all, that bit of noise in the background, because her voice is front and centre. But he'll get earache about it, don't you worry.
I have to laugh. Most of the big YouTubers right now...
Yeah, you have to laugh or you'd thump him, wouldn't you?
Now they have a lot of like really intricate editing. They have cool music. They have cool words popping up. They have the perfect lighting. They have the perfect intro. That takes so much time, you guys. It takes time. It takes talent. It takes dedication. And their husbands or boyfriends are helping them. So between the two of them, putting their time and putting their efforts and their talents together, they are creating content. It's no different than, like, you know, if you're watching a TV show or something like that. They're entertaining you, they're teaching you, they're helping you find inspiration.
This is what she thinks about her videos. That, you know, she's... Can we move? Thank you. That she's providing a service and everybody should be grateful because she found these clothes and she's telling you about them. And it's like, you can go out for a drink on a Saturday night with your mates and go, oh, I love your jeans. Yeah, I got them at Primark. Great. Same thing. You're not doing anything that anybody else isn't doing it, but you want a pat on the head for it.
They're helping you find good products, just like Tenny with that sofa. I'd never heard of Living Spaces. So that is what they're doing. So a lot of times I think it's easy to look at a video and think, oh, you know, they don't deserve to make that much money. I don't really know how much all these people make. I'm just assuming they must make good money. And that kind of goes into something else. So
why can't you just talk? Why do you have to keep saying, oh, and I'll talk about that in a bit. Oh, that'll be something later. Just keep talking. God, is there anybody as annoying as Lisa? Let's take a vote, right? Lisa, Lardy, Glenda. Who is the most annoying?
that is that. The husbands are...
Actually, I don't know. Should I do a poll on my thing? No, just answer here. Who drives you round the bend? It's her. I can put up with Lardy. I get angered by her, and I think she's a twat. And Glenda as well. But her, it's like you think she could know. She should know better. She's a mother. She's running a house, and she's still a fucking dimwit.
Usually doing what? An assistant, a cameraman. I wish I had someone to help me because I could get so much more done. But I'm a Virgo, and I want to do it all myself. I'm just funny like that. You know, that one time I tried to get someone to edit my videos and it was pretty much a catastrophe. I would love to get someone, to, do my thumbnails, but a lot of times I'm just so funny about wanting to do things in the moment. I don't have time to get someone else to do a thumbnail. Is their house is part of their job. It's part of their work. So when I bought my house, I had no idea anybody but friends and family would ever see the inside of my home. Hey. And I think that was, obvious. So when they are buying these homes, believe me, they are thinking of the light. They're thinking of having a place to do videos. Here I am at my dining room table. But
yeah, and you're still at your dining room fucking table in your new house that you bought specifically to do videos up fucking stairs.
We don't use this table because this is where I film. If I now looking for a house, believe me, I will find a place that I can film, and I'm lucky that I have the room over the garage to do my videos in, but that's still not ideal. A lot of these people, when they purchase their homes, they know it is going to be an Instagram home, a YouTube home. So it's very, very important for them to buy big homes. They work from home. It's no different than if you pay for an office or you pay for, I know Erin Busby pays for a location to do her videos. So you got to think about that too. They're adding in that cost, especially if both of them are doing it. So it's their home and it's their work office. They're self-employed and they know it's going to show. Okay, this is something that I had no idea. And this comes from the fact that I've lived here my whole life. So this wasn't a big concept. Of course, I know cost of living is different in different places. I see what people pay for an apartment in Brooklyn. I see what people pay for an apartment in Los Angeles. And I know that that's a lot of the reason that people move from California to Texas and stuff like that. And we were looking at homes, and I just was like, we'd go in. I just thought every house in there was going to be just bad to the bone. I just thought every house in that neighborhood was going to be decorated like the houses that I see on YouTube. I thought that every house in there was going to be modern, was going to be up to date, was going to be just fabulous. I mean, I just thought I was going to be knocked off my feet. It never happened. It never happened. Then we went into another part of that neighborhood, and there were these cookie cutter homes that were smaller than my house, but about a couple more thousand higher, a couple 100,000 higher, that were definitely so beautiful inside. They were the modern farmhouse, they were the bar open to the living room and everything, but they were just like flat on a slab, a little small slab. They were an itty bitty yard, which was fine. Just no.
They had an itty bitty yard. You've got no yard now, have you? You've got about that much room outside your back door. And most of it's taken up with the fire pit that you never use. It's funny, isn't it, to watch this and realise what she was complaining about, what she wanted, what she got, and how she's using it now.
Character just kind of like thrown there, and that just isn't what I wanted. So we quit looking. Okay, this time we're looking at some different neighborhoods, and and she's showing me all these different houses. We keep going up. We keep going up. We go up, and it just doesn't get any better. And I finally looked at the real estate agent, who was a friend, and I said, what is it going to take? What is it going to take for me to walk in a house and my heart stop and be awed at this house? And she said, here, probably $1 million. And I was like, why? And she said, just because cost of living, houses are high here. And so I don't think I had ever.
Look how what do I have to do to get my heart beating faster? It's like, how stupid that you didn't know that houses now, if you want everything that you wanted, you have to pay up for it.
Never really watched much HGTV at that time, but then John and I started putting that on when we were cooking. You guys, I cannot believe the amount of house that you can get in Texas, Utah, Arizona, all of.
When we were cooking, did you say? Not sure you said we. You may have said we, but I bet it wasn't we that was cooking. You don't know it's cheaper in Texas, fuck's sake.
All of these places for $400,000, $500,000, $600,000. It is crazy. For here, $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 is 2,300 square feet or something. There, it's like 4,500 square feet. So that is something that I had to realize, that a lot of these YouTubers are living in places that the housing market is just different, and they can get a lot more house for the money.
But I want a house like them, John. Why can't I have a house like them?
This is so true, and this is what I was talking about with John with the blower out there. I said their partner is involved and cares.
Oh, so you're saying John doesn't care? Let's throw the man under the bus again. He's outside looking after the yard, doing yard work, and he was still at work at this point, I think, while you're sat on your hole talking to a camera. You could have said, I'm going to film. When do you think you'll be done? I'll film then. No. He's supposed to stop what he's doing, not fucking move, sit quiet in a corner somewhere until you've got your stuff done, and then he can.
Okay, John is the best husband a woman could have. I mean, he really is. But do you guys think that he cares what you think about his recliner? Not one bit.
And neither should he. That is his chair. You're the one that cares about getting rid of it. We don't mind it. That's his comfy spot.
He does not care. I mean, I can't say that he doesn't care. Like if I were to go out there and tell him, hey, I'm doing a video about the blower, he would care and he would stop. But it wasn't on his mind. He is not like those husbands and boyfriends that you see on Instagram and YouTube that are in it and they care. It's part of their job. It's part of their life. So that is going to be one reason when you see their homes, it's going to be immaculate. It's going to be fashionable. It's going to, their closets are going to look so good because
you could have had all that too. If you stopped wasting money on fucking stupid lipsticks.
Their partner cares. It's part of their thinking. And so that is something to think about too. And that's another reason that these husbands and boyfriends are, it's not like they're not working. They really are, because it's a big job. And if I had someone that cared about you guys and cared about my videos as much as I do, there's no telling what I could do. I would be rich too.
I haven't got a husband that fucking follows me around and does all my... YouTube was your idea. You wanted to start a YouTube channel. You wanted to do it. So why are you expecting John to change his entire life to be your fucking beck and call boy?
Okay, a house is a wise investment. Okay, think of a lot of these YouTubers and Instagrammers that are young. Think of James Charles and his great big old house. What did he buy when he was 19? He got a Maybelline deal and, you know, he blew up and he had all this money coming in. Well, him buying a house was probably a wise investment. His parents probably thought, you know, that was a wise investment. So he goes and buys a great big house and has it professionally decorated and all this kind of stuff. So think about it that way too. A lot of times they're making a lot of money real fast, and that is a good investment for them.
A house is always a good investment for fucking anybody. What are you trying to say? You just wasted all your money on 9,000 pairs of jeans. You could have had the big house had you not squandered all your money. If you'd saved it. But no, couldn't be doing that, could you?
Real estate investors and flipping houses. I did notice that a lot of house tours and a lot of house videos I saw would be young people that didn't really have a channel on lifestyle or makeup or fashion or anything. You could tell was they were in real estate. Either their husband was in real estate or they were together. And then a couple of videos I watched, they actually were doing flipping houses. And it doesn't mean like buying a house, fixing it up and selling it like on TLC or whatever that was. This couple I watched actually lives in a house for about 2 years and then they sell it. They live in a house and then they sell it. I think Nikki Sky, she has a big, beautiful house, and she was saying that they bought that, they're fixing it up, and they're selling it. And I wrote that when I was talking about resenting people, that, you know, you have to think God gives all of us a different talent. And, you know,
what's yours? Some
people can play sports. I'm trying to think, you know, they can sing. Some people can act. Well, having a YouTube channel and having millions of subscribers, that's a talent. It really is. Not everybody can do it. And there's...
Oh, you can if you buy them though, can't you, Lisa?
Just, you have to appreciate it. You know what I mean? We all have different talents. And I will tell you that showing your home on YouTube is so personal. And people are so mean. I've had some of the most cruel...
Tell us. You always say that. I get the meanest comments. I get the cruelest comments. And then it turns out that they say, oh, I preferred another lipstick. Oh, so cruel.
just insulting, just smart ass insults when it comes to doing my hair in the bathroom, my kitchen, everything in the back gets just criticized to death. It doesn't matter where I hang my picture, it's the wrong picture, it's the wrong height, it's ugly. How can you live there? How can you have that sofa? Your children can't sit on that sofa. You know, it's just...
But it's true though. There was not hardly any back to it, and that stupid fucking thing that we never see now, that tiger picture, was so low down that nobody could sit back on the settee. They'd be banging their head off of the picture. And I'm sure they didn't say it as the way you're saying it, but of course that's the way you took it. What is that noise?
You are ridiculed to death. I'm not kidding. It is, you should have a rug there. You shouldn't have a rug there. You should have a bigger rug there. That rug's ugly. You know, it...
Oh, terrible. God, that must cut you to you quick. Why can't you say, okay, whatever, I like the rug? It's like if someone said to me, what's that behind your head? It looks fucking ugly. It's like, well, I like it. It's my effluent. I don't care what you think. You're not in here, are you? Why do you take everything so fucking personally?
It takes so much out of you. Not to even mention these couples that do vlogging and they show what they're eating. They show where they're going. Trust me, you earn your money. You earn it. Anyway, so I hope you guys found this somewhat enlightening, or just, you know, just thought about it. Just curious if you think about it like I do. So let me know down below what you think, and if that's kind of what you thought too. And I don't really have an exciting outfit on today. I just kind of went with all nude, but I'll do a quick outfit. Okay, so I just have on this little Zara dress in nude. I've never been able to wear it, and I still probably wouldn't wear it. I'd wear the black one by itself, but not the nude one, because it still shows like some rumples and stuff. And I just threw this little lightweight tan linen-y type blazer over it, and I have on, let's see if you can see, yeah, you can over here, the little Schutz sandals. Accessories, I have on just some small Dean hoops, Miranda Fry. I love this pendant. I love that design. It just says love, I believe. And a Miranda Fry ring, strawberry margarita, and that is it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any other subjects that you'd like to talk about, put them down below. I think this was fun, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.
That we'd like to talk about. See, look at the size of her there. She was told then, put her on a diet. Did she? No. Poor little Bridgie. A discussion about what? It wasn't a discussion. We weren't included. You never fucking said anything about anything. I want to see the one before this one, and see why she had to do this one to explain why she was such a twat in the other one, probably. Anywho, we got to the end, and if you got there with me, thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.